Hello friends, now I am going to discuss with you a new topic. Warm weather season. It is called summer. In our Indian seasons it is called Grishma. So after the winter the next season comes warm weather season or the summer. In India the warm weather season is experienced as the warm and the dry season. Its period is between during March and May. During this period, sun rays fall vertically, shifting from south to north gradually, and landmass means the region wherever the sun rays fall realize warmth and temperature of that area continuously rising. So this period, month of March, become hottest month in southern India. Temperature goes high 40 degree at many places, and in Rajasthan in summer we can realize 51 degree. So you can understand how much excessively it is going high. Central and northwest India is experiencing maximum temperature during April to May. So these are the 2 months when the temperature goes high. At some places the temperature goes more than 50 degree. 45 to 50 is a normal in some regions, but in some part more than that it goes. Okay. In all over the country, people experience high temperature during summer. So usually from south to north, temperature experiencing always different. Remember, compared to north, south experience mild and low, but in north it is excessively high. As like Delhi and Allahabad, today it is a Prayagraj. Allahabad is called Prayagraj right now. So Delhi and Prayagraj 34 degree. And in South India, you understand 30 degree in Madurai, 27 degree in Bengaluru. So now you understand where 34 degree in Delhi, 45 to 50 degree in Rajasthan, and where in South. So you understand that 27, 30, 34, 45, 50 and 51 means in the north in summer temperature always go high, and in south temperature remain low and mild compared to north, right? During this season tropical cyclones develop in the region of Bay of Bengal and over Arabian Sea at some places, which advance towards coastal area. So means when the cyclonic effect arises, it always creates destruction. Most of the country experiencing hot and dry season during the summer. So you can understand the summer is always high temperature experiencing season in India. Most of the places never realize rain in summer, but in Malabar coast. So you can understand Malabar coast is the region of the Kerala. Coromandel coast is the region of the Tamil Nadu. So in that way you understand that in Tamil Nadu region is called Coromandel coast, and in Kerala it is called Malabar coast. So I am talking about Malabar coast. Malabar coast gets some rain which makes future possible advancing monsoon. But this time, when in the season of summer in the Malabar coast the rain comes, it creates possibility of good crop of mango. So you can understand this is the season in which light rain comes, makes favorable condition for crop of mango, so that rain is called Amravrishti. Right? This season is called Amravrishti. Now you understand. Malabar coast is not only associated with Kerala, Karnataka both is included in that part. So in that area, the another good crop is coffee. So Amravrishti is associated with the mango crop, but this rain is useful for mango crop and coffee crop both. Right, my friends? And in Karnataka, Kurga region is producing large proportion of coffee. Right, my friends? So here I discussed with you about season of summer. Okay, now let's continue to discuss advancing monsoon, the third season in meteorological department's weather calendar. It is known as rainy season in India during June to September. So now I want to make one notice. Cold weather season at season of winter during December to February, so 3 months, right? For warm weather, the season is also for 3 months, March to May. But now you understand, here 6 months are completed, 6 months are remain of the year. So in these 6 months, in rainy season, 4 months are allocated as per the situations, weather or the climate as experienced. So June to September, so you can understand 4 months are here, such a longer period. And India's most of the regions are experiencing good rain for their throughout of the year requirement of water to fulfilling. I am talking about fresh water. They can collect and accumulate rainwater for their remain years requirement. India is an agrarian country. Remember, agrarian country means mostly dependent on agriculture. And for India, we know that our only 40% region is getting irrigation in better way. So most of the India is depending on the rainwater for agriculture. So this rainy season is very much important for India in agricultural point of view. 80% of the rainfall always come in India during June to September. So India's real farming is seen or found to be done by farmers in rainy season. So they are mostly busy in agricultural activities during rainy season. Okay, now let's continue to understand the second point in this aspect. From which side the rainy season starts to enter to India? See, southwest direction of winds enter into India with moisture bearing winds. These winds are called southwest monsoon winds, and entire India get rainfall due to these southwest monsoon winds. As we have discussed in the earlier topic that in Malabar coast some rain comes which is useful for the mango crop. But end of the May in India, low pressure starts to develop, but due to the high temperature in Asia and Central Asia and India, this low pressure is creating its effect. We have understood it's dry, but in Indian Ocean the another wind situation develop. It is a high pressure winds which blows from Indian Ocean in south, Central Asia is in the north to India. But here I am saying that Indian Ocean creates high pressure winds which blow towards its northern side, so enter to India's southern part. So summer monsoon winds blow towards India, and these winds are entering to India as moisture bearing winds which brings rain to India. Right? So you understand very well. India is experiencing rain just due to moisture bearing winds with the high pressure enter towards India from the southwest. So in India, southern part is creating atmosphere for rainfall in better manner. In India, the south side winds blows from two sides. First from Arabian Sea, second from Bay of Bengal. So you understand very well. Arabian Sea, from side of Arabian Sea, whichever the winds are entering are called Arabian currents, and whichever the winds are entering to India from side of Bay of Bengal are called Bay of Bengal currents. So southwest monsoon winds are divided in two parts. Southwest creates two currents, Arabian Sea currents and Bay of Bengal currents. Right, my friends? Okay. Let us discuss first about Arabian Sea currents. But before that, I forgot to discuss with you about some main point of rainy season. See, in India, the rainy season is always useful, as I have told earlier, for agricultural aspect, for water collection, fresh water collection. But apart of that, India's most of the region realized a reduction in the temperature just due to the monsoon winds are coming to India. So we can understand that monsoon in India is always making India relax from the high temperature of the warm weather season or the summer. So in that way, in agricultural point of view, in a seasonal change point of view, and in rain requirement for the water collection. In all the way, rainy season is most important for India. Let us discuss about Arabian Sea current. Generally in India, in monsoon season, rainy season starts from Kerala because see Kerala, state of Kerala in the south of India, because these season which I said southwest monsoon winds are entering to India by Kerala. So here some geographical structure is bringing more rain in west coast area. Which are the possibility? Think. See, in southern part of India, we have two different mountain ranges, Western Ghat mountain range and Eastern Ghat mountain range. Western Ghat mountain range become obstacle in western side of India to stop the moisture bearing winds to bring rainfall in coastal area in Arabian Sea coastal line. So western slopes of the Ghat receives heavy rain. When these winds enter inside or interior side, it reduces its most of the moisture in western side of the Western Ghat. So inside region is called leeward winds. Leeward wind means opposite direction of blowing winds. So in that situation, windward means wind side is always from where they are restricting, they are bringing rainfall. When they are entering inside, it is called leeward side. So in that region, they receive less rainfall. So even though you can understand Western Ghat western side and Western Ghat mountains interior side, both are opposite to each other. Even though the distance are very close to each other, coastal line area is realizing good rain. So Mumbai is getting good rain. But in compared to Mumbai, if we compare with the Pune, you can understand, even though the distance between both regions are very few in terms of the distance, kilometers, but they experiencing different proportion of rain. 200 centimeter in Mumbai and approx 75 or average centimeter in Pune. So even though Pune and Mumbai are very close, but Mumbai receive good rainfall, Pune receive some less rainfall. Rain decreases northwards from Kerala to Karnataka, Goa and Maharashtra. I repeat, rain decreases from coastal line to interior side, the rain proportion constantly start to decrease. Kerala to Karnataka to Goa to Maharashtra. So when these Arabian Sea current continue to going on, it will divide in two directions. First part of the Arabian Sea current will enter to Nashik and Nashik to Nagpur to Bay of Bengal side. Another side of the Arabian Sea current will enter to Gujarat. From Arabian Sea, Gulf of Kutch and Khambat enter to Gujarat, Saurashtra, then Kutch, then Rajasthan. So in that way, whatever the rainfall is received in very nearer coastal line to Kerala, on advancing way, it starts to receive less rainfall than Kerala in Gujarat. So when the winds are enter to Gujarat, its rainfall start to reduce, and when it reach to Rajasthan, most of the moisture will be over. So in Rajasthan, it experiences less rainfall. Right, my friends? Okay. Now, one more important point that I want to discuss. If the mountain is there, if the forest is there, it receives good rainfall. But in Gujarat, from Arabian Sea to Rajasthan side, receive very low rainfall, and also the reason is no good proportion of forest area is there to stop the moisture. So due to that, the condensation of moisture is reducing in this area. In that situation, you can understand that when Rajasthan deserts is receiving these winds, it's almost moisture will be over. Right, my friends? So here I have tried to explain the Arabian Sea current. Now I want to indicate one more point of Arabian Sea current, that its one branch enter towards the Bay of Bengal. Its one branch enter towards the Bay of Bengal. It will merge with Bay of Bengal currents moisture. So here two side winds are gathering and creating maximum moisture, because from Bay of Bengal side the winds have entered to India. From other second side of the Arabian current have entered towards the Bihar, Chhattisgarh. So both branches are collecting maximum moisture, and it will be stopped by the Himalayan mountain ranges nearby the Sikkim, Assam area, and it will divert its one direction towards eastern side and one direction towards western side. So when these regions are receiving rainfall, in Assam, Garo, Khasi, Jaintia continue with the Meghalaya region constantly receive heavy rainfall. We have earlier discussed 1200 centimeter. So you can understand lots of the water comes in this area, so it is considered as highest rain receiving region. But their problem is different, that the sloppy region, and no more positive efforts have done to accumulate the rainwater in that area due to the dense forest, and the valley is also found. So in that area there is no possibility of collecting rain this time. Okay, one thing more. When the second branch of this Bay of Bengal current enter towards east to west, we can understand that there rainfall starts to give rain in different proportion from West Bengal to Bihar to Uttar Pradesh to Delhi to Punjab and Haryana. In that way, the continuous rainfall giving proportion will starts to decrease when it reach to Punjab and Haryana. So in that way, from Patna, from Kolkata, Patna, Allahabad, Kanpur, Agra, Delhi, Ambala Kent. In that way, the different areas are receiving different proportion of rain. So now you understand. In that way, when it reach to Punjab and Haryana, it will realize that from Arabian Sea current and from West Bengal, both currents are gathering and give good amount of rainfall in northern Himalayan region. So it create snowfall occurring situation also. So in that situation, sometime during the monsoon winds, some regions are realizing that constant rain comes, then after some time some proportion of rain stops, some days rain stops, afterwards again rain starts to come. So this situation is, or the phenomena is called rain break. I repeat, here constant rain comes, then it takes interval, then again it continued. This irregular situation or phenomena is called rain break. When this situation arises, a spell of rain comes, then interval, then again spell of rain starts. This phenomena is creating variation of the rainfall in India at many places. Right, my friends? So we can understand that when we are receiving maximum rainfall in Assam, Arunachal, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Manipur, Nagaland region, Tripura also, we can realize that in Gujarat and Rajasthan and some part of Punjab also receiving less rainfall. Right, my friends? So in that way, India's rainfall situation realizing differently at different time. Right? Okay.